Welcome to the episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
We sure did.
Yes, this is episode 3.
I think it's 4.
No, I think it's
3. It's 3. It's 3. Right. Yeah.
3. So, I didn't like this episode. I didn't like this episode one bit. I did not like it in a boat. I did not like it at a Preakness pre-party.
On a bench.
Yeah, I didn't like it on a bench.
In a sprinter.
Didn't like any of it.
At Keiarna's house.
What I did like, I think I liked Angel.
Yes.
And I think just getting right down to it, I don't like this. This whole, like, you're being fake, not being fake, none of it made any sense to me. Like, none of it. Like, who cares? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Explain it to me. Please.
I don't know about the fake. I think Angel's having a hard time acclimating to being on the show and dealing with, like, these relationships and, like, are you my friend? Are you not my friend? Like, you're going to run and tell something I said. You know, you said Kay said this, but Kay's my friend. She didn't. So it's a bit confusing for her. And I think she's just like a really chill, normal person in a very abnormal atmosphere.
Right.
And she's trying to navigate that and, you know, doesn't like how people are approaching her. And she's just like, what's going on? And, like, you know, my words are being flipped around. And, you know, I think she's a very authentic person, and she doesn't see that from maybe the other people here.
Right.
So in terms of the whole, like, flip-flopping thing, which we get to at the end, I think what she said, one, she was being told one thing, and then her friend was saying another. And then
yeah, okay. See, you can't even explain it. It's impossible.
I never want to hear the words chin check again. And that was our episode title last week.
Right.
And we did it first. So this is like the order of events. They had that situation and that flashback to Kay's party at her salon. Kay told Gizelle I had to chin check Angel. Gizelle told Angel about it. Then Kay said, I didn't say that. But then she's like, well, I guess if Gizelle said I said it, then I did. And then off camera, Keiarna said she didn't say it. And then it became an issue because obviously she did.
Right.
And so I can understand, like, her confusion, you know, like, I just want to be on the show with my friend. And I thought that, you know, like, she'd help me through this. And now, like, I'm hearing different things about her. And so it's probably just, like, a lot of confusion for Angel. I don't know. Maybe that's my
well,
point.
And so here's the thing. I think for me, when she was talking to Wendy and Tia and who was Gizelle at the shop, she was, I think, completely reasonable in her tone. I think she was very sorry. Let me start that over again. I think she's totally reasonable in her tone. I don't think she was acting too hot. She wasn't coming in too mellow about it. I think she was saying, like, I was really surprised that she said that. I
feel hurt.
Right. I can see why, to a bit, that Wendy was like, well, that's not really how you were talking about it at the store. But she also wasn't talking about it at the store like, when I see Keiarna next, I'm going to rip her a new one.
Yeah.
She was by no means being aggressive about it. She was just saying that she thought it was messed up. And that, you know, I think she let Keiarna off the hook a little bit at the party. But at the same time, like, I don't think, so what? Just, everyone needs something better.
Well, also, too, like, the whole, because Angel brought up the violent incident from 2 years ago first.
Right.
And, you know, and the whole, you know, I don't see why Kay would say chin check because she got into a physical altercation and, you know, yada, yada, yada. And then it gets brought up at the end and suddenly that's like
the worst thing ever.
Because
Stacey's saying it now. And so I think that's my problem with watching this episode. This episode was not enjoyable for me because it's just, I think, more of the same hazing almost that we've gotten in previous seasons. It's just more of Stacey can say nothing right, or else, you know, everyone wants to turn whatever Stacey says against her. It seems anything Wendy says, they want to turn against her. And then now they're all just trying to turn it back on everyone else. And
Angel's a pawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. And then I mean, I never thought I'd hear in a million years Gizelle say, I agree with Wendy, but, we did hear that. That was fine. I just, this whole thing, and then I'm with Wendy in that I don't understand why Keiarna has any beef with her.
Well, let's start with that.
Okay.
Like the whole, that whole, let's sit down on a bench in the middle of nowhere and talk about this. Why are we out on this bench, like, to see the bay?
In case they needed to throw someone's body in the water. I think that's what it might have been.
Sure. So basically, I think the issue, I don't even know what the issue was, but it seemed from Keiarna saying, like, you're being fake on the show. Okay, it's so cute because our cat, Momo, will, like, bring us toys, like, here, and place them down.
Yeah,
this is my toy.
He doesn't even always want us to play with him. He just wants us to know he has a toy. It is, I've never had that before in a cat.
It's almost like a dead mouse, but cuter.
Yeah, much cuter because it's not a dead mouse.
It's not a dead mouse.
Yeah,
no.
It's just a little toy that we've had for years that the other cats ignored.
And now he's like, oh, a scrinkly toy.
Yep.
Sorry, going back. Keiarna thinks that Wendy is one way on camera and another way off camera. Classic Housewives.
Right.
Except she's bringing it on camera and, like, breaking the fourth wall, which is, okay. And Wendy's saying, I don't see that. It could be the truth. I think Wendy brought up a great example of, like, I stood up for you when I forgot about that whole thing last year when Ashley said she heard. If Ashley says she hears anything, it's a lie.
Yeah.
So don't believe it.
Yeah.
But she heard that, like, Keiarna started her business with drug money. Okay.
Yeah.
So when he comforted her after, like, Keiarna ran off in tears. Ashley also was the one on that trip to, like, bring up Keiarna's scar and make her freak out. But we'll get to that.
That's a whole different thing.
We'll get to that.
So, okay.
So, and then Wendy was saying, so she wrote those examples, but then Kate rebutted with, but off camera, you're not a great friend to me. And then Wendy was saying, I feel like you just want to have an issue with me. So, and then she found it laughable and she laughed in her face. But then they walked off like they were fine. It was really, really weird.
Yeah,
it was very weird, that whole scene.
It also didn't help that Comcast got to get their shit together because they kept cutting out on us. We had a hard time watching this
like
episode.
freezing it. Yeah.
Freezing.
But it seemed like, I don't understand the issue. I don't think it's that deep of an issue. Just say, when they should just be like, I receive what you're saying. I don't see it, but I receive it. And let's try to, like, do better and get to know each other more because it's
right.
Whatever.
Wendy should say, I receive it and I reported it stolen. Sorry.
Now I'm laughing like Wendy, except real.
But do it in my face. Come on. No. So that's my thing too, is that, like, so what? So what, Keiarna, if Wendy's not being as good of a friend off camera or not? Like, I think Wendy had some good points. Like, well, you're not calling me either. Like,
right. The phone goes both ways.
And I think it would be hard for me. I think what I'm coming down to is this third episode in, I'm not liking what Keiarna's putting out there. I think Keiarna's trying to hold court much too soon in her Housewives career. I get it. It's her third season on a show, but it's only her second full time.
Yes.
She was barely featured last year.
Yes.
So it's just like, to me...
And she was only brought back because they needed the numbers.
Yeah.
It was easy and she's cheap.
Whoa. Don't take that out of context.
Newer housewives don't.
Yes.
They're lower salaries.
I know.
Yeah.
But so for me, she seems to be having an attitude like she's been there for years, which I know.
Right. Like she's Gizelle.
I know. And so I know there's like a fake it till you make it situation, but girl, you haven't made it all the way yet. Like, you're there, and I want to be supportive of it, but she's being way too needy almost.
But also, if you're building your gravitas on this, you have failed right there.
Right.
This is not a real issue.
Right.
Like, you and Greg are also not a real issue. This on again, off again, maybe. So you don't have anything to stand on to hold the court that you want to hold, and to, like, talk to people the way you're talking to them.
Right. Especially,
like, you can't join in on the hazing of Stacey because you're not Ashley and Gizelle.
Yeah. And that's who she's desperately trying to be.
Yes.
She also can't be holding court because I hate those damn tiaras she keeps wearing.
They're so dumb. They're so dumb. You're not Portia. Okay? Like, just, I don't understand your Shira Princess of Power crown in your confessional. Like, and then that black outfit that swallows her with all that hair.
Not the best. And then
I like the headband one.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, 60s, like,
Yeah.
That girl.
When they're at her party and she's talking about her, Carrie Bradshaw moment.
What the?
Yeah. I don't. And then someone needs to tell her he should not be Big. Do they know what happens to Big?
I mean, aside from he treats her like crap and then he dies.
Yeah, I mean,
we were saying he's barely Burger.
Yeah. I'm like, excuse me, no, thank you.
I mean, maybe go for the Russian.
Yeah. No.
You're not Carrie Bradshaw, because you were Carrie Bradshaw. You're single. You're running around in heels.
I really don't want to diminish her moment, because she's definitely, I think, just
which moment?
I'm just saying her moment as a housewife.
Yes.
She is a Real Housewife of Potomac.
Yeah, she has a contract. Yeah.
Great. But she's acting as though she's been there for years, that she is Gizelle and Ashley, and it's I don't feel like you've gotten to that level yet. You yourself haven't been through anything really, controversial or been part of any major moments. I know that she had that issue with Cookie Monster, whatever her name was.
Cookie Monster.
Was that what they called her?
Yes.
Just
Sesame Street. Ah, Candace.
So, and that was definitely, something, but it was awful. And, but she hasn't made her mark. And I think before she starts talking down to the other women, the other newbies, I think she needs to be a little more humble. And I think that's what I'd enjoy. And that's what I'm enjoying about Angel, is that Angel's trying to just be herself and not get caught up in all this. But then when she turns on Ashley or on Wendy at the end of that conversation and just says, well, my energy's different now, it's I get it. But at the same time,
that didn't need to happen.
No.
And I think that's what people thought would happen. People being the producers and probably Gizelle and Ashley and Keiarna. Keiarna kind of lit up when when Angel started going at Wendy.
Yeah.
She's yeah, be my friend, hate who I hate,
See, and
it's it's so dumb. Wendy was pointing out something that Gizelle agreed with her on, that you're coming from a different place here versus in the store. So I'm just pointing that out, and because we all felt for you in the store, that you felt hurt by your friend, and now you're mad at us for pointing it out.
Yeah. And I think that might be my other issue, is just that you can see, I think they're being too transparent with the manipulations. I think that it's very clear that Keiarna and Angel had a conversation since that. And then, I just don't like it. It's too, I want to get onto Real Housewives.
I understand maybe Angel thought that when he was trying to use this as I gotcha retaliation moment against Keiarna. But I don't think it was necessarily just that. She was just pointing something out.
Right.
And also the fact that Gizelle agreed with her. Gizelle has no beef with Keiarna, so she wasn't trying to gotcha. She was just pointing out, if you're going to say something to me on camera, you need to, admit it on camera when I bring it up.
Right.
Otherwise, you're calling me a liar. And there's one thing, Gizelle is a lot of stuff, but she's not a liar, because she just digs up stuff.
Right. Digs around town.
Yeah, Ashley's a liar. She'll dig up word shirt on the street, or these people sliding in her DMs. She'll look up any crap, just throw it, see if it sticks on the wall. But
so I could see the way Wendy came at Angel may have been a little clunky. I'll give her that. I think had Wendy said hey, when you were talking about the other day, you seemed really upset about this, and now you're what happened? If that was it. So Wendy did come at her accusatory, hey, what's going on? You seem she basically made it seem you wussed out on this.
Right. You had all that energy in the store, but when you're when she's sitting in front of your face, the rest of the group, they had a conversation off camera. And that's dumb, that you're not being real.
So if anything, I also don't know why, yet again, Gizelle has pretty much spit in Angel's face and said, I don't like the things you do. They're not fun. You're not fun. You're not doing this housewife thing right.
Your sound bath.
Yeah. It's not only did she go over to that woman's house and roll her eyes and just then she brings it up again that well, whatever your way of welcoming us, that was dumb. That's basically what she said.
Yes.
And so it's just that's so rude of her.
And I was saying to you,
as a grown woman, that is so rude of her.
Yes. And I was saying that, no, you're right. And I was saying, Angel brought her into her house, provided food and drink for her, and was this is who I am. I'm spiritual. This is what I'm into. So you can get to know me. let's do that. You know, that a lot of newbie housewives wouldn't do an event that soon. It was episode 2, you know. So I don't get why Gizelle just immediately,
don't go over there, Kitty. Kitty, that's where you should go.
Oh.
Well, he's just sitting.
Gosh, this cat.
We're going to have to get like a weird netting for this loft, aren't we?
What?
Come here, Kitty. Come here.
Mo. It's always when we're doing the show.
Never when we're not doing the show.
Sorry, audience.
Yes, so sorry. All right, get down from there.
No.
All righty. Everybody, get a cat. It's fun, they say. Get a 1-year-old. It's perfect.
Get a loft, they said.
Yeah, well, we didn't have a precocious kitten.
Yes.
So,
what was I saying?
We were talking about inviting him into her home. This is who I am, and
right. Yeah. And it's like, you know, Gizelle just kind of shat on it.
Yeah.
You know,
and then to turn around and be like, oh, you know, we're gonna go on in her Gizelle voice, and her like, we're doing some fun. We're gonna go on a trip.
The only funny part about that was when she said, like, it has to be me because the only other person is in jail.
Yeah. What about Ashley? Ashley could have done it.
Child, Ashley ain't thrown no trip.
So, yeah. I mean, also to say, I mean, I get that housewives are, you know, luxury and da-da-da, but like...
Where are they going again?
Some island in the Caribbean. I don't even know.
I know they'll say it like many times next week, but like...
I'm not even going to pretend I remembered, or if I'm not even a butcher what it was.
Something like Advent. Like, you know, like Advent calendar.
It's like Nisha or something like that. It's some island I've never heard of.
There's a T.
That's what we're going to learn about.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that the tourism board will sponsor many wonderful outings once they get there. And we'll learn all about what this island has to offer.
Including the name.
Right. Right. Just like we learned that it was Grenada versus Granada.
Oh,
or
my
vice
gosh.
versa. We'll learn something better again.
Long ago, but we did learn.
We did learn. Actually, I can't remember what it is.
What was the event? The
Granada now.
The devilish event.
Yeah, I can't even remember that at this moment.
With the dark paint.
We named an episode after it, so we can scroll back and look. Find that out.
That was a lot.
So Stacey met with Jazzy.
Not friend.
Right. That was like her one shot. We do have her picture?
Yeah, behind you.
Oh, okay.
Just from last year.
Oh, you just put her up there just for this episode?
No, in general, because she's like, I think she makes appearances, but she's not an official friend like Monique will be.
Got it.
So, yes.
That all seemed to exist just so she could say, look, Gizelle has a man.
That was so clunky. Speaking of Gizelle, and also I didn't sound like the gotcha moment here, like Gizelle was at a dinner with a man.
Yeah. No.
It's a football player, so... That's a good thing.
Unless the conversation is coming back to, you know, they're accusing me of not sharing the truth or, you know, blah, blah, blah.
True.
Here's Gizelle not sharing her life.
I also do love that Stacey, like, did a little research and found out that Gizelle and her fake getting back together with Jamal season from, like, a few seasons back. That was good. I'm like, because everyone's been bringing that up. Like, who is Gizelle to talk about getting together for your ex when she... built a whole season off of it. It was season 5 because there's a time he didn't go to the reunion and Monique in the binder like
it had his phone number.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his phone number.
And then Karen said, "Is Jamal coming?" Classic
good
Karen.
Times. So yeah, that whole thing was very awkward. And then also like it kind of came up, I felt like it came up from Jazzy of like, well, how'd you find that out? And she obviously couldn't say, it showed up in my DMs. Some random fan sent it to me.
Yes. And then that's how I found out.
Yes. I just a friend sent it to me.
You know, I know these words on the streets. These QVC streets. Yeah, that was clunky.
But then Stacey and her daughter were doing modeling, like
the
pageant stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and then we got to see her husband again and
Chemo,
is that his name?
No.
Timbo. Tim Tebow. That must be his name.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah. I think it's Timo. TiVo? He's that's his name.
I remember when we were watching that Aaron Hernandez like show and Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah. He was one of the characters. We never finished that, did we?
We didn't because we knew it was going to go real dark.
Yeah, that's true.
Real quick.
Hard to finish some of those shows where you know how it ends. You're like,
It's called suicide.
It's where it ends. No good.
No. Sorry to like bring that up.
Yeah, Ashley didn't really do anything this episode, right?
Thank God.
Yeah.
I just like stay in the cabinet from what you said.
That's mean.
She's just a troll sometimes. It just bugs me. Her only thing at the end when she's like, that was a low blow, Stacey.
Okay.
Let's cut back to you bringing up Keiarna's scar. Let's cut back to you like defending your Cookie Monster friend after she attacked Keiarna. And to be like, she was traumatized by that. You were so picking and choosing. You're so being a hypocrite. You're so coming after Stacey for just existing.
Exactly. And then also, let's talk about it this way. It's not as though Keiarna, the only way that she's been involved in a quote-unquote violent activity or thing, they've been attributing the use of the word chin check to being violent.
Yeah, it's like a chin, yeah.
Yeah, and so she said it. She's been the reason that this term was introduced. So for Stacey to say, chin, you're going to show me what that means.
It's valid.
She's the one who said it.
She introduced this term.
Yes.
That had to be like defined to Stacey. So it's like.
So for Ashley to take it to her, she's referring to
a word that
Keiarna being
brought into the Potomac lexicon.
I'm just so they're looking for any reason to hate Stacey. They're looking for any reason to hate Wendy. And now they have many reasons to bag on Wendy. But
again, go back to your cabinet.
Yeah, I'm just like
it was that and like her sweating in that wig. Like in her workout.
Oh,
all Ashley did.
Speaking of wigs, Gizelle, what are you doing
with that crinkle?
Yeah,
the one the thing I liked Keiarna when she was like, you're in a 2-piece outfit with that weird fascinator and your crinkle wig.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, and yes.
At this point, though, Gizelle has to be doing it on purpose. This many years.
Well, when Tia brought up she can't dress for shit. She didn't say that, but that was something.
Yeah. Giselle has to know it. I mean,
still knows it. Yeah.
I also feel bad for when they were shopping, and whoever was at Wendy was like, "What? Is Grandma shop here?" It's like, poor person whose shop that is. Maybe that is for older ladies. I don't know, but
it didn't seem like resort wear was going to be found there.
Right, but also there seemed like there were
also what the hell was Wendy wearing?
Right. Where does one get a white?
It was a blazer, and then
it was like a bodysuit blazer with like a
ruffles
with like a swim trunk ruffles.
Yeah,
it was a onesie, right?
I don't know what it was.
I just don't. And then I saw people bagging on her on whatever she wore on that bench. Where is this weird purple triangular?
Print.
Yeah,
I know.
It was very odd.
It was really just choices.
Yeah. So I mean, she at least has a point of view, but it's not
I loved her dress at the end, the black dress, and I loved the hair and the fascinator. She had the best fascinator.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I still I don't understand how the whole thing first better bet I don't understand it.
The whole they're competing and the First Lady of Maryland, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this.
Yeah.
And this isn't some amazing. I mean, look, it was a cute party with the sunflowers and whatever, but it wasn't you were throwing a gala and she was throwing a gala, and it was it's a dopey little party before you go to these horse races.
Right.
Who cares?
I'm sure that the First Lady of Maryland is wishing that she wasn't associated with Wendy right now.
Her and that oh God, her and that Utah socialite.
Oh,
what a.
I mean, I hope maybe we get to meet the First Lady of Maryland.
I do too, wherever she is. I don't even know who the mayor or the governor of Maryland is.
I mean, if I weren't in California, I wouldn't know the governor of California.
It's true. So, I mean, who knows all the governors?
Yeah. Someone does, probably.
Does.
I mean, I wonder if there's a civics class where you learn all that.
Is civics still a thing? I never had civics. It was always social studies or maybe
ours was just straight up called government class. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but yeah, no, I didn't learn anything about the governors. Although our teacher in senior year promised that if we could get Pete Wilson, who was the governor of California at the time, to come make an appearance at our class, we would get automatic A's. And my friend Brendan, he knew newscaster Pete Wilson, and he had it arranged for him to come in and speak. And she was like, he's like, you didn't say which Pete Wilson. And she's like, but you knew what I meant. And he's like, no.
You didn't say.
So we got that Pete Wilson to come in. And I mean, I was getting an A anyway, but it still worked.
So, that's a good story.
Yeah, it was a cute story. Right?
What year was that?
That was 94, 95. 94, 95, yeah.
Oh, that was
my senior year.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, right?
Who knew?
I did. but I forget to tell. So anyway.
I didn't. Yeah.
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better having talked this through with you. Like,
yeah, you came in and you're like, this is like one of the worst episodes I've ever seen of a Housewives show.
It really was, because again, there's no real beef, and if there is, they're doing a really poor job of explaining it or making us feel what it is. Between Angel and Wendy and Keiarna, I just don't get it, and I don't care.
I mean, they were trying to make a thing like, oh, didn't you know each other? Didn't you party together? It's like, they were 3 years apart.
Right.
And
Wendy was busy getting 4 degrees. She didn't have time for that.
Y'all, she was busy. Okay.
Yeah.
Busy. Tia, we got to know more about her. I liked her more in this episode.
Yeah.
I must say. Because before I haven't really gotten a good sense of her. And her pastoral children.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband, like the whole like parenting thing, and with the husband, I'm like, it's not the most exciting storyline, but that's what she's got to go with. So.
I couldn't help but see the parallels between her and Gizelle, what with the age of her kids, kind of the way they're featuring the girls. Like, it really does feel like they're just trying maybe a Gizelle replacement at some point. Or they realize
Gizelle's the husband.
Right, but it's like they realize that they don't have that family element really going on anywhere.
Oh, because Gizelle doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, and like Angel's kids are too young. Same with Ashley.
We get Wendy and her boys sometimes, but
they don't really want to do anything.
Yeah,
exactly. You need like a sassy teenage girl.
Right, because we used to get Robin and her boys. They would be on.
Right, but Gizelle's daughters would always like razz her. Or something.
Yeah.
So okay.
I can see that. But I was also really surprised to see that Tia's house was as modest as it was. Like it was very
when you have
nice.
so many kids, you can't like have like
right.
You don't have the money for like a mansion.
Well,
it's funny because she sells luxury real estate.
I mean, I'm sure that it's a wonderful property and everything when it's all said and done, but like it looked very bucolic in like the old, like in a TV sense, like a sitcom sort of situation. Like, because it was, I guess what I'm saying is it looked weirdly boathousey. You know what I mean? Like it was woodsy and everything.
I couldn't get a good sense of it. I don't know did they show an exterior shot?
They did. It looked a lot like, to me, in my head, like the Life Goes On house.
That's so specific.
Yeah. So, oobla dee, oobla da, life goes on, rah. But yeah, we'll take a look at that one later. But it was very nice. I liked it. It was cute. But again, I thought, based on the parts we've seen already, I thought that it would be much larger. But it was very nice.
Mm-hmm. Do you like her? Or are you still getting to know?
Still getting to know her. I'm not. Why don't you yell at me and do you like that woman? Do you like that woman?
That was so weird.
Very weird.
Like, who does that? And I do enjoy Angel saying, like, let's use our emotional intelligence. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I don't, from what I'm seeing of Tia so far, like, she just seems a little, the high maintenance for it, where she's just like, I enjoyed what she was saying about her kids, how you got to act a little insane so they know that you might actually do it, But at the same time, the way she was talking to her husband was a little like, I don't, I work all day. I don't want to come home and find I had to cook that one time. And he was almost like, yeah, I do that all the time.
Because he's kind of like a stay-at-home. No,
he has a job too.
He has a job, but like he deals mainly with the kids.
Yeah. So that was kind of, I think it's a little shitty distribution of labor in a relationship.
Well, I think also to be like, we're waiting for you to come home and cook. I was like, I'd be a little annoyed too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But she seemed very, I don't know.
Put out.
Yeah. Which, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to rush to judgment and like cut her out of my Potomac top 10 or anything.
Yeah, like I liked her a bit better in this episode, but yeah, still getting to know her.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah, man, Keiarna's taking a nosedive in my.
It was too much Keiarna, like too much.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, like, what does everybody else got going on?
Oh God, yeah, it must be nothing.
Yeah.
So hopefully some good stuff comes up in whatever island they're going to.
Whatever island they're going to.
The Caribbean.
I was annoyed because I thought from
the trailers
that this would be the Monique episode, but I guess that's gonna be a while because that was during Pride.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm sure this will be like at least a 2-episoder, this little mini girls trip. So it's gonna be like 3 more episodes where we see like Monique.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Very annoying. So, well, I mean, at least it's only the 3rd episode. We got probably 12 more before the reunion happens.
Yes.
So.
Where we get the midterm.
The mid-season
trailer.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that are, going to happen, and I'll probably next week being like, I love Keiarna. She's my favorite.
No, you will not.
I'll be like, Keiarna, Ashley, and Gizelle. I want to go to the party with them.
I want to kick it with them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No.
So.
No.
All right. Well, we want to talk about it next time.
Until next time.